Madrid's El Prado Museum has opened a new exhibition on Spain's leading Golden Age painter Velazquez. It covers the last decade of the Sevillian painter's life and brings together some of the artist's major works. From his masterpiece Las Meninas to Pope Innocent X's portrait, Velazquez spent most of his career at the court of Philip IV. Besides dozens of portraits of the king himself, Velazquez also painted other members of the royal family. His portraits of the royal children are among his finest work. This exhibition features Velazquez's workshop. We can see a whole series of paintings produced in his latter years, artworks that were intended primarily for the court's diplomatic functions. The exhibition also features works by Velazquez's successors Dalmazo and Carreño, who drew inspiration from their predecessors' work, moving royal iconography towards a more complex Baroque style. Velazquez and the family of Philip IV runs until February 2014. When Britain Went Pop is the largest exhibition of British pop art ever held in the UK. One of the goals is to show the influence artists such as David Hockney and Richard Hamilton had on the movement. Many of the works on show have not been seen in public since the 1960s. The pop art movement emerged in Britain in the mid-1950s. The imagery often included advertising, comic books and mundane objects, in a clear break from fine art tradition.
With British pop art, it hasn't been quite as internationalized, and I think that's one of the steps that we're trying to do here, is really make an international voice for artists like Peter Blake, Gerald Lang, and in many cases artists that aren't as known, such as Derek Boucher or Peter Phillips. And I think this is a great platform to be able to sort of try and internationalize those names.
The exhibition spans the very early days of British pop art to its full maturity in the late 1960s. When Britain Went Pop runs at Christie's new Mayfair Gallery in London until the 24th of November.